So you guys ready to learn all about the Olympics today? Are you ready to train for the Olympics? Look at all these medals I have. We're all gonna earn medals today. These are really, really heavy. I don't know how Michael Phelps does it. All right, so we are gonna do all kinds of different sports that we'll find in the Olympics today. And Taylor's gonna demonstrate most of them. And Taylor was a really good gymnast, so she's really excited about doing gymnastics today. So we're gonna go on this adventure with Dude. Dude's from South Africa, and his country is not quite as Olympic oriented as we are in the United States. So he wants to learn all about the Olympics and what he has to do to train for the Olympics. So that's what we're gonna do today. But first, before we do anything, we always have to warm up our bodies. We've gotta get our bodies ready for that activity. So everybody stand up, make sure you've got water handy, and we're gonna start marching and get those knees up. So while we're doing the opening ceremonies, we're gonna warm up. And that's why we've got the flame going. You know, it takes a really, really long time for them to get the flame to the Olympic Center. They go from country to country and everybody passes that torch around. And then at the opening ceremonies, they light it. And then it stays lit the entire time the Olympics are going. This flame's gotta burn and burn and burn, no matter where we are. Okay, let's push and pull with those arms. Big arms, big knees, good job, I love it. Oh, we're all Olympians today. Keep marching. Excellent job, keep those arms going, keep those legs going, and let's freeze like a tree. Okay, now we're gonna kick our heels to our rear ends. Excellent job. Big, big steps. Get those heels back.
Can I take the brownie back?
And then we're going to pull back. Excellent. So there's about 27 Olympic events now in the modern day Olympics. We're not going to be able to do all 27. We're going to do about 10 of them. We're going to start with the 3 most popular United States events. Okay, let's freeze like a tree. Good job. Now side to side, let's get our side bodies warmed up. Taylor, your favorite sport is the most popular Olympic sport in the United States. Whoa. Yep, the most watched sport is gymnastics. Okay, let's freeze like a tree. And now we're gonna go all the way down on the ground. And we're gonna lift up onto our tippy toes and reach to the sky. And we're gonna come back down into a squat, scrunch down, and reach up as tall as we can onto our tippy toes. Excellent job, you guys. And all the way down. And let's see if we can make ourselves even taller. Get up even taller on those toes. And 2 more times, let's go down. And let's reach to the sky. And 1 last time all the way down. And reach to the sky. And then big arm circles. We gotta warm up our shoulders, get them all ready.
They're tired already.
And we're gonna reverse those big circles. Nice work, you guys. Okay, now we gotta get our lungs and our heart ready. Let's get a big breath all the way up. And then let's exhale all our air. And a big breath all the way up. And exhale all our air all the way to the ground. And big breath up. Exhale down 1 more time. Big breath up. And exhale down. All right, I think we're ready to train for the Olympics. Are you ready? You guys ready? All right, I'm ready. So the first sport we're gonna do is Taylor's favorite, gymnastics. Taylor's favorite, gymnastics. Anybody else like gymnastics? We're gonna walk on the balance beam today. I like the balance beam. Do you like the balance beam? Sometimes the balance beam doesn't like you too much. Okay, let's go ahead and start. We're gonna go on the balance beam and we're gonna go up on our toes with our hands on our hips. You gotta make sure you're using your tummy muscles. Walk forward, and then you're gonna turn on your toes and walk back. You're up on your toes, and turn around, and walk on your toes again. And we're gonna go back and forth. You really have to make sure you're using your tummy muscles. If you've got to come down on your heels, that's okay. Come back up on your toes when you can. Good. How about one more time on your toes? All right. Let's show the next exercise. You're going to do little bunny hops on the beam. So you're going to go forward, arms up and towards the ceiling, and little tiny hops forward, and turn around and little tiny hops back. Try to stay in a really straight line. Good, little hops forward, good job. And little hops back. So let's talk a little bit about the greatest of all time, American gymnast. Who do you guys think it is? Taylor, who's the greatest of all time American gymnast? Simone Biles. Simone Biles. Okay, let's do the walk again. So Simone Biles is the most decorated American gymnast of all time. And some say that she's the greatest gymnast that there ever has been and possibly ever will be. She's pretty amazing. She was the first United States woman to get 4 gold medals. 4 gold medals in one Olympic. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? You can't even get 2. There's not even that many gold medals to get. Okay, now those bunny hops one more time before we move on to the last thing. And I think one of the most amazing things about Simone Biles is Simone Biles has ADHD. And a lot of people thought for a long time that if you had ADHD, you wouldn't be able to be exceptional. And that's so not true. So not true. So no matter what kind of obstacles you have, you could be the greatest gymnast of all time, right? No matter what your obstacles are. Okay, all the way down on the ground, we've got one more exercise for gymnasts. We're gonna go down on the ground and take your legs out nice and wide into a V. And we're gonna rock forward and push up with our arms and see if you can lift your legs off the ground a little bit and then let yourself back down. You're gonna go up and push and back down and up and push and back down. If you can only get your booty off the ground a little bit, show them just a little bit. If you can only get your booty off, that's okay. If you can lift your legs up, that's fine too. Let's do 10 of those, okay, Taylor? Are you ready? And 10, 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's shake it all out. Big high fives. Here you go. Everybody gets a gold medal. Everybody gets a gold medal for their gymnastic skills. Good job. Take that back while you do your next sport. Okay, our next sport. We are moving to the pool. And we are going to swim, 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 swim. Yep, we've got to swim really, really, really big. So we are going to start out with some big, we have to get really strong muscles. We have to get to go really far in the pool. So we're going to start out with side lunges, back and forth. And we're going to put one arm and reach it. And one arm and reach it. And one arm. Good. Keep going. We've got to get strong legs and strong arms. Because we've got to do butterfly stroke. We've got to do freestyle. Reach that arm big overhead. Good. Freestyle and backstroke and breaststroke. We've got to do all those. Now let's switch to the other arm. Reach it across and pull down. Reach it across and pull down. And just like gymnastics, swimming, United States has one of the greatest of all time. You know who it is? Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps. All right, let's get all the way down on the ground into our Superman position. And we're going to lift our arms up, alternating like we're swimming. And we're going to lift our legs up and alternate like we're swimming. Yes. Just like this. Alternate those arms and alternate those legs. Keep it going. So Michael Phelps, the greatest American swimmer of all time, get those arms off the ground. He has 28 medals in swimming at the Olympics. 28 medals. He's gone to quite a few. Guess how many gold medals? Gold medals, he has 23. All right, let's stand it back up again and go back to those lunges. Reach over and pull back. Reach over and pull back. And you want to know something else that's crazy about the similarities between Simone Biles and Michael Phelps? Not only are they both the greatest of all time, both have ADHD. Crazy, huh? And both of them are super big supporters of kids having healthy lifestyles, of kids exercising and eating right, right? Okay, switch to the other side with that arm. Both of them had obstacles to overcome, and they both live really healthy lives. Obviously work really hard.
Simone Biles started gymnastics really late.
Yeah, Simone Biles did start gymnastics later than most gymnasts start. All right, let's take it down to the ground and back to our swim. Gotta get across that pool. Let's see how quick we can get those arms and legs going across the pool. I was gonna practice diving, but I don't think we can do that here. So now we've got two of the greatest of all time in swimming. There are a ton of events. There's 4 different strokes, plus then they do medley relays where they mix those up. And they've got all kinds of different distances. And Michael Phelps does a lot of different distances and a lot of different strokes. That's what makes him pretty amazing. All right, let's sit on our booties because we are moving to water sports. Swimming is a water sport, but, oh, I'm sorry, we're not. We're moving to track and field. I totally forgot about track and field before we go to rowing. So we're gonna go to track and field. So we're standing up and we're going to start running. Yeah, first we've got to start running. We're gonna get those knees up high, pump those arms big. We are a track star. Now they also call track and field just athletics, just general athletics. And the olden days, the really original Olympics, they did all kinds of track and field. It was mostly track and field. They threw javelins and they threw shot puts. And they combined all kinds of different running events. So you had to be a good sprinter, you had to be a marathoner, you had to be able to do all these different things to be considered an athlete. Okay, now let's kick our heels back, get those heels back. All right, let's pick up the pace. We're doing a sprint. We gotta run fast when we're sprinting. It's a 100-meter dash. It's a 100-meter dash. We're going as fast as we can. Okay, now we're in a marathon. We're gonna run, we've got to run an even pace. Even pace on the marathon. And it's time to jump over the hurdles, 1 foot at a time. Big leap over the hurdle and big leap over the hurdle. Good job. Get over those hurdles. So the greatest track athletes from the United States, the first one, I'm going to talk about the male first. His name was Carl Lewis. And Carl Lewis was in the Olympics when I was a kid. I watched him. Okay, now lead your leaps with the other side and get over those hurdles. So he was the first American to get 4 medals in track and field. And he was voted the best track and field athlete, or the best Olympic athlete of the 20th century. So all the years that were 1900, 1901 to 1999. Okay, one more leap. Okay, now pick those knees up and let's sprint. Get those knees up, run fast, fast, fast. So he was an amazing track and field star. And he did mostly sprints, 100 meters, 200 meters. Okay, let's pick those knees up. And now heels back. Keep those heels to your back. And then we're going to go over the hurdles one more time. And I'm going to tell you all about Wilma Rudolph. Now, I had never heard about Wilma Rudolph before today. All right, let's do those hurdles one more time. Wilma competed in the Olympics in 1960. And she was a sprinter. And she got 3 gold medals, 3 of them. Talk about overcoming obstacles. Switch to the other leg, switch to the other leg. She was born premature. They didn't think that she was going to live. She had pneumonia, scarlet fever, whooping cough, and measles, and polio as a child, and had leg braces from the polio for about 5 years of her life, and became one of the greatest sprinters of all time. Pretty amazing, huh? You never say I can't, right? You always have to keep trying. All right, everybody go get some water. Let's walk it out before we go into our boats. Now we're gonna row in our boats. Grab a drink, get lots of hydration. We are getting ready to row. So we are gonna sit down, knees bent, and we're gonna reach and pull our elbows back. And then we're gonna reach forward and pull our elbows back. Lean forward onto your knees and reach, and then lean back and squeeze the elbows. Reach and squeeze, and reach and squeeze. And it's pretty cool rowing. There are a lot of different ways to do rowing. There are some that are single boats where you're by yourself, some where you're with one other person, and some when you're with an entire team. And what else is kind of cool about rowing is that it has the most United States athletes that are rowers. Okay, now we've got to really use those legs a little bit, and we've got to pull our knees up, and we're going to reach our arms and balance. We've got to have really, really strong cores to be on our boats. Chest up, balance those feet up in the air. If you need to put them down for a second, that's okay. 4, 3, 2, and release it. There's 48 U.S. athletes that compete in rowing every Olympics. Okay, let's lean forward to our chest, grab those oars, and pull our elbows back. And reach and pull. And reach, squeeze those shoulder blades together. You guys are doing awesome. I want to be on your rowing team. And if you're on one of the teams, if you're rowing with other people, there's one person that doesn't row at all, and they just yell at everybody. Their whole job is just to yell at everybody. Make sure they're all going at the same time. I want that job. Okay. And now back up with your knees. Bring your arms out in front into that plank position and hold. We're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Let's stand all the way up. One more really quick thing about rowing. It was in the very first modern Olympics in the 1800s, and the person who started the modern day Olympics was a rower. So rowing has a big history. But now we're moving on to another American favorite. Guess what it is? Volleyball. And where are the 2 places you can play volleyball? Yep, you can play on a beach or indoors on a court. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do some volleyball training. So we are going to go back and forth. First, we're going to shuffle back and forth. You're going to go 2 times over, 2 times back, 2 times over, 2 times back. Keep your tummy muscles really tight. Push your booties back. Get your arms ready, because now we're gonna shuffle, 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 jump. Shuffle, 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 jump. Good, keep shuffling, reach it up. Try to get that volleyball right over the net. Nice. Good job. Oh, Taylor's getting fancy with some little one-handed stuff. Let's two more. And last one. Okay, we need some more jumping. We gotta really get those legs strong, especially if we're in the sand. The sand makes it harder to jump. So we're gonna go down into a squat and then jump up. And down to the squat and then go up. Reach those arms up high. A little bit bigger squat. Down and jump. And down and jump. Good. And not only is there indoor volleyball and sand volleyball, in 1988, volleyball became a very popular sport in Paralympics. That's for people that are in wheelchairs, have other disabilities that compete in the Olympics. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's go back to that shuffle, just the shuffle, back and forth. It's really, really tough to get your country into the Olympics in volleyball because there's about 200 different teams that try to get into the Olympics, and they only pick 24, 12 women and 12 men for indoor, and 24 pairs of women and 24 pairs of men. So imagine all those different teams try to get in the Olympics. Now let's add that jump, shuffle, shuffle, jump. So if your team gets in the Olympics for volleyball, you're definitely the best of the best. Good, last two. US usually has a really good representation. Okay, now we're going into that squat and jump up, and squat and jump up. Nice job, you guys. Everybody is ready for the Olympics, I think. Big jump and reach. Big jump and reach.
I think I'll be right after taking out.
Get those feet up. Nice big squats. Last two. And last one, shake it all out. Gotta get that sand out of your shoes. Gotta get the sand out of my shoes now after doing the sand volleyball. All right, we are gonna leave the volleyball courts, and guess where we're going? I'll give you a hint.
Basketball.
Basketball, yes. Okay, and guess which country is the best basketball year after year? US. US have won many, many, many Olympic golds. Actually, like 15 out of the 18 times they've been there, they've gotten gold. Okay, so we've got to get ready. We're going to do some ball handling. First, we're going to lunge forward and back together, and switch to the other side and back together, and switch. Okay, now we're going to take that basketball, and we're going to take the basketball under the leg and over here, and under the leg and grab it. Reach that ball and grab it, and reach the ball and grab it. Try to keep your chest up. Good, now this time we're gonna lunge, and we're gonna dribble the ball. Dribble the ball to the side. Good, and then come back up, and then we're gonna lunge and we're gonna dribble the ball on the other side. And back up. Good, keep going with those lunges. Now we're gonna change that lunge a little bit. We're gonna take the ball in our chest, and we're gonna lunge over to one side, and we're gonna lunge over to the other side like we're gonna try to get around someone. And this time we're gonna take the ball over there, we're gonna take the ball over here, we're gonna make them think that we're going that direction, but we're not really going to. Good. We've got to trick the defender. Take that ball out to the side and bring it right back in. Ball out to the side, bring it right back in. Good job. You are doing awesome. All right, shake it all out. And we just have to do some little rebounds. Straight up to the ceiling, jump up, and try not to let them score a basket. He's trying to shoot, and you're trying to stop him. Land with nice bent knees. Good. Last 2 and 1. Okay, let's go back to the lunge and dribble. Take that lunge out, dribble your ball. Take that lunge out, dribble. Excellent job. Keep your chest up nice and high. We don't want to look down at our ball. We want to keep our chest up so we can see what's going on the court, right? We got to keep those tummy muscles nice and tight. Woo, training to be an Olympian is hard work, isn't it? Not just anybody can be an Olympian. Got to work hard. Okay, now the side to side lunge. Take your ball out to the side and bring it right back in. And take that ball to the side, big lunge and step. Alternate back and forth. Oh, you're looking awesome. Gold medals everywhere. Okay, last one on each side. And then we're rebounding one more time. Get up nice and high. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Knock that ball out of his hands. Got to get that turnover. Get that ball. 2 more times. Last one. And shake it all out. All right, grab a quick drink. We are moving on to a new stadium. The most popular sport in the entire world. Who knows what the most popular sport in the entire world is? They think that there's 3 billion fans of this sport in the world. 3 billion. What sport do you think it is? Soccer. It's soccer, or football as it's called everywhere else. Okay, so we've got to get ready for soccer. We've got to work our feet. We're going to take our feet out forward and back, like we are taking that ball back and forth. Feet in front, switch, 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 fast, fast feet. One foot in front, the other foot in front, back and forth. Good job. 4 more, 3, 2, now we're going to take the ball and we're going to bounce it right on our knee. Take that ball and bounce it right on the knee. Get the knee up, get the knee up. So it's a little bit of a skip with the knee. Hit the knee with the ball. Back and forth. Get those knees up, get those knees up. Good job. So not only is soccer one of the most popular, let's move those feet fast again, back to the fast feet. Not only is it a very popular sport, it's a very, very old sport. It's been traced all the way back to ancient China, and the American, or the modern version, goes all the way back into the 1800s in Britain. That's why it's popular there. All right, let's get those knees up. Get the knees up. Bounce that ball on the knee. So it's not really surprising that it's the most popular sport in the world. Good. Last 2 times, and last one. Shake it all out. Are you ready for the next sport? We've got 3 more sports, okay? 3 more. First one is, you can play it in singles, or you can play it as doubles. What is it? Tennis, tennis. Okay, so for tennis, we're gonna run up to the net, and we're gonna run back. And we're gonna run up to the net, and we're gonna run back. Keep going, run forward, and run back. And run forward, and run back. Good. Okay, now when you're forward, let's hit the ball with the net. And when we're back, we're gonna hit the ball with the other arm. Forward, one arm, backwards, the other arm. Run it forward and shoot. Good. Hit that ball and back and hit the ball. Okay, now we can't just go forward and back, right? We've got to go side to side sometimes. We're going to cross our legs over and cross our legs back. And cross our legs over and cross our legs back. Good. Cross one foot, back and forth. Cross in front and back, and in front and back. Good. Side to side. Good. Now keep your tennis racket in front of you. We're going to run back up and shoot and run back and other side. Run up and hit that ball and run back and hit that ball. Run back and hit. Last one on each side. And back to the side cross. Keep your tennis racket right near your chest and take it sideways cross and back cross. Good job. Woo, you guys are doing awesome. We've only got 2 more sports left, 2 more Olympic events. I'm pretty excited. All right, last time back, and I need everybody to find your inner muscles because we've got to be really strong because guess what we're doing now? Weight lifting. Oh, look at that big weight. Do you think I can lift that? Is Dan strong enough to lift those big weights? You see them? Okay, so there's only 2 different lifts that you do in the Olympics, okay? One's called a snatch and one called the clean and jerk. One is 1 big motion and then the other one is 2 big motions, okay? We've got to get ready for those. So we're going to start with squats. We're going to squat down and back up. We're sitting in a chair and squeeze those muscles really tight. Down and up and down and squeeze those booties. We've got to lift all that big weight behind us. We really have to get those legs nice and strong. Good. Okay, now let's take our arms. We're going to hold in that wide position, push our arms straight up overhead and back down. Straight up overhead and then bend the elbows back down. Push all the way to the ceiling and down. Squeeze and release it down. Squeeze and release it down. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to those squats. Let's take them down and squeeze at the top. Use all your muscles to squeeze. That's a lot of weight, especially after we've already done all these other sports. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Now push overhead. All the way up and back down, up and down. Squeeze those muscles. Push to the sky and back down. Push to the sky. Reach. And last 2 and last 1. All right. I think we are ready for our last sport. Are you guys ready? Do you know what it is? Who has an idea of what sport it is? Any idea? All right, this one's a really tough one. It's kind of like American football, but a little bit rougher, and they don't wear so many pads. It's called rugby. I just started learning more about rugby in the last couple of years. It's a really cool sport. I like it a lot. So they have to fight over the ball, and they run, and they throw it to each other. They've got to be really strong, and they've got to be really fast. Really strong and really fast. So we're going to come down on the ground and we're going to work on our mountain climbers, okay? So we're going to bring one leg in, the other leg extended out, and then we're going to switch sides, back and forth. Mountain climbers, mountain climbers. Keep it going. Get those knees going, get those legs going, keep your booty down on the ground. Good. Pull your tummy muscles in. If you can go fast, go fast. If you want to keep it slow and really reach, that's okay too. Nice work. Let's go 4 more times. 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to drop our elbows down to the ground into a plank. We're going to hold nice and tight. When they're pushing in rugby, you have to use a lot of core muscles. You've got to use your abdominal muscles. If you need to drop down to your knees, that's okay. Either up on your toes or up on your knees. Look straight down at your wrists with your head. So you're not looking up in front of you and you're not looking down to your belly button. You're looking straight down between your wrists. For 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch. Back to your mountain climbers, get ready. So rugby was an Olympic sport for a long time. Back to mountain climbers. Alternate those legs. Rugby was a really popular sport a long time ago in the Olympics, and then they switched and stopped having rugby because it wasn't very popular in a lot of countries. And then in 2016, let's go back down to our elbows to planks. In 2016, so just one Olympic ago, they brought it back, but they brought back a different kind of rugby that has 7 players now instead of 15. Okay, everybody count with me. This is our last exercise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High five, everybody. It is time to get our medals. We've got to go up on the podium. I think we're all on that first place podium. What do you think? I think everybody gets a first place today. Everybody worked really, really hard. So now I think we should all stand on our podium and bring your arms all up like you're getting your medal. Good job. And let's bow to everybody. You did a great job. Oh, now it's time to stretch. Let's grab one foot behind us, knees together, and push that hip forward. Oh, look at all those medals we got. Those are awesome. Everybody worked so hard. All deserve to be champions. Okay, go ahead and switch to the other side. Bring that foot to your booty. Push your hip forward. Okay, let's sit all the way down on the ground. Both legs in front. And we are going to put, with straight knees, lean our chest forward and reach towards those toes like we're going to tickle them. Try to tickle your toes. Make sure those knees are straight. And let's count to 30, okay? Olympians are good counters, right? Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're doing awesome. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're almost there. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Virtual high five, awesome job. Now feet together. Straighten out your back and push those knees down to the side. Really straight spines. Oh, that feels good. I don't think that Olympians normally train for 10 different sports all at once like we did today. So I think we get an extra gold medal today because we trained for 10 full sports. Pretty good. Okay, keep pushing those knees down and let's count backwards from 20 now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one foot over the knee, ankle across. Let's stretch out our outside of our legs. So is gymnastics still your favorite sport out of all the Olympic sports we did today? It was fun trying other ones. We should always try new things, huh? Always good to try new sports. You never know. There's been a lot of Olympians that started out in one sport and then ended up in a different one. Okay, keep pushing that knee out to the side. And let's switch to the other side. I actually know quite a few Olympians that started out as gymnasts and then became Olympians in other sports. There's some in volleyball, diving. Oh, diving's a big one, and swimming too, but definitely diving. I did know you met Simone Biles before. You met all the Olympic gymnasts. That was pretty cool, huh? They were very nice people too. Very, very kind. Okay, let's stand it all the way up, which is the best kind of champion to be, right? Yep. You don't want to just be good at a sport. You want to be a really kind person and a generous person. I think that was the best lesson that we learned from meeting some Olympians. And that Olympic gymnasts are really, really, really tiny. Okay, let's bring it in a half step and lean forward. And the men's team, the gymnasts on the men's team, they were really funny too. Okay, switch sides and smart. Very hard workers all the way around. Okay, bring it in a half step. But whether you want to be an Olympic athlete or a scientist or an astronaut, you have to make sure that you're exercising regularly, keeping your body healthy, keeping your brain healthy, eating healthy food, right? Getting lots of sleep and drinking a lot of water. Those are all very important things for Olympic athletes and for everybody. Okay, let's stand it up. Grab your hands behind, straighten them out behind you, and squeeze them away from your body. Try to pull these chicken wings together and lift those arms up, keeping your shoulders down. Oh, that stretch feels so good. That's my favorite stretch. Good job. And since we did so well today, we need to pat ourselves on the back with one hand. You guys were awesome. And we're going to pat ourselves on the back with the other side. All right, I need you to give yourself a great big hug and get a virtual hug from me. You guys did so good. I'm so proud of you. Virtual high fives to all my Olympians. You guys are all champions. Good job, guys. I'll see you later.